people were looking to complain, and it was evil in the ears of the Lord. The Lord heard, and his anger flared, and a fire from the Lord burned among them, consuming the extremes of the camp. The people cried out to Moses. Moses prayed to the Lord. The fire died down. He named that place Taberah, for the fire of the Lord had burned among them there. But the multitude among them began to have strong cravings. And even the children of Israel once again began to cry, and they said, "Who will feed us meat? We remember the fish that we ate in Egypt, free of charge, the cucumbers, the watermelons, the leeks, the onions, and the garlic. But now our bodies are dried out, for there is nothing at all. We have nothing but manna to look at." Now the manna was like coriander seed, and its appearance was like the appearance of crystal. The people walked about and gathered it. Then they ground it into a meal, or crushed it in a mortar, cooked it in a pot, and made it into cakes. It had a taste like the taste of oil cake. When the dew descended on the camp at night, the manna would descend upon it. Moses heard the people weeping with their families, each one at the entrance to his tent. The Lord became very angry, and Moses considered it evil. Moses said to the Lord, "Why have you treated your servant so badly? Why have I not found favor in your eyes, that you place the burden of this entire people upon me? Did I conceive this entire people? Did I give birth to them, that you say to me, 'Carry them in your bosom,' as the nurse carries the suckling to the land you promised their forefathers? Where can I get meat to give all these people? For they are crying on me, saying, 'Give us meat to eat.' Alone I cannot carry this entire people, for it is too hard for me. If this is the way you treat me, please kill me, if I have found favor in your eyes, so that I not see my misfortune." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Assemble for me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom you know to be the people's elders and officers, and you shall take them to the tent of meeting, and they shall stand there with you. I will come down and speak with you there, and I will increase the spirit that is upon you, and bestow it upon them. Then they will bear the burden of the people with you, so that you need not bear it alone. To the people you shall say, 'Prepare yourselves for tomorrow, and you shall eat meat, because you have cried in the ears of the Lord, saying, Who will feed us meat? For we had it better in Egypt. Therefore the Lord will give you meat, and you shall eat. You shall eat it not 1 day, not 2 days, not 5 days, not 10 days, and not 20 days, but even for a full month, until it comes out your nose and nauseates you, because you have despised the Lord, who is among you, and you cried before him, saying, Why did we ever leave Egypt? Moses said, 600,000 people on foot are the people in whose midst I am, and you say, I will give them meat, and they will eat it for a full month? If sheep and cattle were slaughtered for them, would it suffice for them? If all the fish of the sea were gathered for them, would it suffice for them? Then the Lord said to Moses, Is my power limited? Now you will see if my word comes true for you or not. Moses went out and told the people what the Lord had said, and he assembled 70 men of the elders of the people and stood them around the tent. The Lord descended in a cloud and spoke to him, and he increased some of the spirit that was on him and bestowed it on the 70 elders. And when the spirit rested upon them, they prophesied, but they did not continue. Now 2 men remained in the camp. The name of one was Eldad, and the name of the second was Medad. And the spirit rested upon them. They were among those written, but they did not go out to the tent, but prophesied in the camp. The lad ran and told Moses, saying, Eldad and Medad are prophesying in the camp. Joshua the son of Nun, Moses' servant from his youth, answered and said, Moses, my master, imprisoned them. Moses said to him, Are you zealous for my sake? If only all the Lord's people were prophets, that the Lord would bestow a spirit upon them. Then Moses entered the camp, he and the elders of Israel. The wind went forth from the Lord and sent quails from the sea and spread them over the camp about 1 day's journey this way, 1 day's journey that way, around the camp about 2 cubits above the ground. The people rose up all that day and all night, and the next day, and gathered the quails. Even the one who gathered the least collected 10 heaps. They spread them around the camp in piles. The meat was still between their teeth, was not yet finished, and the anger of the Lord flared against the people. And the Lord struck the people with a mighty blow. He named that place Kivroth Hattaavah, graves of craving, for there they buried the people who craved. From Kivroth Hattaavah the people traveled to Hazeroth, and they stayed in Hazeroth.